Clements Homebrew, coming at you with another beer review today. And today we've got a beer from Cigar City. It was sent to me from the Bearded Brewer. And this I've actually had this previously. I probably should have reviewed this sooner. Probably had this a month and a half at this point. But this is the José Martí. And it's an American porter. It's named after José Julian Martí Perez. He was a Cuban national hero, important figure in Latin American literature. He was both a poet and a revolutionary, and he played a key role in the independence of Cuba from Spain. But the tie-in with Cigar City is the fact that he was revered by the Tampa cigar rollers. So there you go. We're going to get this one cracking and see what we got. We're going to get an aggressive pour on this. Beautiful with an aggressive pour. And in my nice glass here. So look at that, the tulip glass. We've got almost a 2-finger head on that. Again, that was an aggressive pour. I cheated a little bit. A little bit of a rocky head and then real creamy around the sides. So really nice looking beer. This is an 8% ABV, and it's an American porter, as I said before, that's been robustly hopped. So we're gonna get a nose on the José Martí. I did my aggressive pour, so it makes it a little tougher, but boy, right up front, the biggest thing I get is the roasted malts, of course. I'm getting almost a little bit of a brown sugar, just lightly so. Classic brown notes. And the funny thing is, this is a porter. This is not a brown beer, but the nose makes me think of like a brown ale. Okay, I'm getting just like a hint of like maybe some chocolate on that. Okay, and kind of almost a burnt malts, really like dark burnt malts on that. I'd also say maybe just like a hint of a licorice and maybe a hint of a coffee, but just really hints. It has more of the sweet scent, the sweet brown, the sweet roasted malts, and like I said, some of the burnt malts. You also get a hint of actually some of the hops on there. I probably should have reviewed this a month and a half ago, but as I got another sniff on this, I did pick up some of the hop character, and it was kind of almost a grapefruit that was kind of hiding behind that roast and slight bit of chocolate aromas. Yeah, definitely. And almost actually that time, I even picked up a little more citrus, almost leading to a slight bit of an orange aroma on there, which is a real surprise to me. Yeah, it's changed. So a lot of complexity really going on in this. I did warm this up a little bit, but it's probably in that 50-52 degree range still. So we're going to go ahead and get a taste on the José Martí. Nice. It doesn't honestly make me think of a classic porter. And by the way, I'm getting also a lot of chocolate taste off it right now. I was expecting more malt, just the roasted malts, but now I'm getting a lot of chocolate flavor on it. Wow, this is a very interesting beer. Playing with it some more. I'm getting more of those porter flavors. Got a little bit of the alcohol on the backside, not heavy, not anything that's gonna burn or anything, but it's present. Actually very nice. Got a lot more chocolate than I was expecting off of it. I got some notes of coffee on there, a lot of the roasted malts, a lot of burnt malt type flavors. And the body on this is kind of on the full side of medium. I'm going to have to say, first of all, in terms of classification, I think that this has been classified wrong. it's classified as American Porter, which is more of a light medium porter, you know, a light medium body. And this lends towards the fuller side with the burnt taste and richer flavors, deeper flavors. I think this should have been categorized as a robust porter, personally. Particularly when you're looking at the higher ABV, but yeah, all the character and flavors on this. As I'm taking my time with it, it's kind of fun because I'm starting to pick up the chocolate. It makes me think more of a baker's chocolate, but the hop, there is some bitter hop coming in, which kind of affects that and changes up the flavor of it. I would also say I'm getting a little bit of tobacco off this. Again, that's probably has to do with the hop character in it and how it's blended with everything. But I get some tobacco as well, and almost like almost like a slight bit of woodiness. And I know this isn't oak aged, but I think that comes from kind of like these burnt malts coming in, so kind of like a charred wood type flavor. You get just a slight bit of a astringency, you know, a little bit of pungent taste on it as well. Again, though, I wouldn't call that as a deterrent for the beer. It's not a strong or harsh flavor. And it dries off at the end, so it does have a nice dry finish. In that sense, then, it goes back, it leads me back towards typically what I think of as a porter. This is just a very, very rich porter, very rich flavors. And it's, I would encourage anyone to keep warming it up. You know, start off maybe at 50, but possibly warmer, and then just keep warming it up. As I kind of give it a little spin, you know, so I can get more aroma, the head does seem to build back up on it, and it actually leaves some nice lacing behind. I've kind of wiped that out with my spinning, but it does leave some nice lacing on the glass. What a wonderful beer. But when it comes to rating, there's no way that I can rate this as an American Porter. If I would, I'd have to rate it down technically. It doesn't fit that classification. This is definitely a robust porter. It has the deeper burnt qualities. It has the fuller mouthfeel on it. It would be wonderful to get this right from the brewery, you know. A trip to Cigar City, who would refuse that? And try it fresh, because it would probably be much hoppier and really change things up. But as it stands, though, this is an amazing beer. I've got to say, this is, you know, if I was going by those ABC ratings, this would be an AA-. This is excellent. Truly enjoying the José Martí from Cigar City. And I've got more bottles of this. Lucky me. I've got to rate this a 94. I really, truly do. As it warms, there's so much complexity and different flavors coming out. Even I said the tobacco, I got some tobacco off that and the charred flavors. It's definitely a robust porter. And in terms of porters, you know, 94, that's an excellent rating. Overall, wow, you know, I don't think I'm going to vary much. What a pleasing beer. And at 8% ABV, I'm ready to go pop another one. I think that for my overall, I'm going to just stick it right there at that 94. This is a beer that I could enjoy often. I tend to like the dry porters and more of the Irish, the English type porters. But wow, this one is just a surprise, an absolute delight. I've got to say, if you ever get a chance, the José Martí by Cigar City, and if you like a porter and you like something with a little more character, this is one to try. If you get it fresh, tell me what it's like. I would like to have it really fresh once, but I'm not going to refuse these bottles. Thanks again to Bearded Brewer. Life's too short to drink cheap beer. and I will see you in the next beer review. Cheers.